Stop by to interact with the community and I every Friday night at 8 o'clock for live stream Fridays.
Welcome, trolls. First sees all.
Good morning, everyone, depending on where you are. It's morning here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I do see some sun outside as I look through the window. What's going on with... this is live footage, by the way, from last night, April 11th. I didn't get a lot of footage because the bloody clouds came out not too long ago. But what happened with Israel? Let's talk about Israel as we look at yesterday's moon in this spectacular clear footage for about 10-15 minutes that I got. It is clear. An Israeli spacecraft has supposedly crashed into the moon. I don't know why that was written. Moments before touchdown, falling in an ambitious attempt to make history as the first privately funded lunar landing. This lunar landing was privately funded. Notice you'll see SpaceX was the launcher, and on top SpaceX is what's showing up as the launch is in progress. We definitely crashed on the surface of the moon, said Ofer Doran of Israeli Aerospace Industries. I still don't even know if they went to the dark side, obviously. Look at this, guys. I want to show you guys something. There's a star close by again to the moon, which happens very often. When I say close by, they say that it's the constellations in the background that are passing behind it gives us the effect that it's close. Let me tell you something. Look what you're looking at. We're seeing the full moon. And the last time I showed you guys that this happened and why it happened, it was that Sirius looked like it was a Sirius star, looked like it was sitting on top of the moon. So take a look at it. I know it's fuzzy, right? And everything. There's a lot of color appearing and everything. It's all natural, and this is what's happening. Here's further zoomed out. And to the right, here's the star itself as we see the emanation, the field around it. Just want to get you guys a view of that. We can't really see it well, the star, and I showed it this way because obviously it's so close to the moon. My 14-inch telescope picking up so much color. So, yeah, they say the Israelis have been up since February 22nd. This object has been traveling on its way to the moon. And supposedly, UT time, I think it was 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock UT time, they said, which is universal time, sorry, they said that it would have crashed, but apparently it did crash on the surface of the moon. So I'm probably going to sound real stupid here, but hey, look at the red appear. Maybe some of you are not seeing it. If you don't see it, I'm not lying to you. It's just that my screen is showing that very red color. I have a very good quality screen, so I'm looking at this in 7K. The surface, here's Theophilus crater on the left that you can see in the series of craters where there's so much structuring inside of the craters itself. It's all over the moon, right? Here's the moon landing right to the right there in Mariambrium where they would have landed. And we just see all this, I don't know, surface that looks cluttered with objects all of the time. So let's look into a bit of how the Israeli launch went about on February 22nd. Check it out, guys. Do you see this going into the surface? It's a line that goes into the surface. Ejecta doesn't leak into the moon this way. Well, yes, it probably could. But let me tell you, it's very, very suspicious. Here again, along the Terminator line, we see more bumps, colors. It's all beautiful. All the colors are naturally shown, but maybe not naturally put on the moon. That we don't know. We probably won't know until we either buy some property there, which is possible now, they say. Look at this, guys, the red. I hope you're seeing it. And again, if you do not see it, it's because my screen is showing it to me and not to you. Don't flip out. Let's take a really nice look here at the moon's edge as we listen to some soft music. So aboard that flight from Israel, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket lifts off, and they lifted off with Israel's lunar lander and an Indonesian satellite. So what happened on February 22nd? A communication satellite for Indonesia was the main cargo aboard the Falcon 9 rocket, which illuminated the sky as it took flight. But Israel's privately funded lunar lander, a first, not just for Israel, but commercial space, it generated a major buzz. Because Israel is seeking to become the fourth country to successfully land on the moon, after Russia, the US, and China. The spacecraft, called Beershit, or Bereshit, however you want to pronounce it, Hebrew for Genesis, or in the beginning, will take nearly 2 months to reach the moon. And that's why last night it supposedly was approaching the moon. It did approach the moon, they said, and it would have crashed as they lost communications with the craft, and it would have crashed on the surface as NASA was sitting watching by, not being able to do anything. So get this, look at the red. This is incredible. The last time I saw that, like I said, it was Sirius star that was close to the moon. But now here, we're 11 o'clock at night. We're 2 hours, my time, as compared to universal time, of the descent of Israel launch. And I don't even know it. And I'm filming, so I have to go back and look at other footage. Maybe I got something, maybe I didn't. It seems to me if there's an explosion on the moon, it would be seen. You know, we'd see a flash, but hey, I would have had to have been there at that exact moment. But it's still interesting that the footage that I have was during Israel's time of descending to the moon. So for some reason, I went out with the infrared camera too, and I tried and started looking all around the moon to see if I could see anything, which I said the other day, but that was too ahead of the launch. But I didn't even know Israel was supposed to land last night. I lost track because, again, they left the buggers on February 22nd. So they've been up there since. So now look at all the findings that I've been showing you guys from February 22nd to today. Whoa. I mean, by chance, it could be that maybe we caught that satellite. Not the satellite, but the rover. You could be sure as hell that we did. Think of it, guys. February 22nd. That's how long it's been up there around the moon. So say to yourself, it's been seen. You just won't be able to know which was which. But it's pretty cool anyways. The Lunar Registry. Why name a star that's billions and billions of light years away and is barely visible when you can buy property on the moon? Land on the moon is the gift you and your loved ones can see nearly every night of the year, regardless of where you are. With tens of thousands of lunar landowners around the world since 1999, we are Earth's leading lunar real estate agency. Few available properties. So, I want to buy real estate. See if this, what the hype is. Bay of Rainbows, Sinus Iridum. Yeah, I definitely want to live there. It's so mountainous. You've selected property in Bay of Rainbows. $32 US per acre. And then you continue, you view the available properties. Bye.